Bangladesh have their sights set on the Super 8s, but they cannot take Nepal lightly, as South Africa showed in their last game. They managed to get over the line, did Aiden Markram's men, but Nepal would be up for a rivalry that's picking up some flavour. Big fan following for both teams. So let's build up to match 37 on Maruti Suzuki Arena presents ESPNcricinfo Timeout, powered by Dish TV Watcher. Wasim, Jaffer in studio with me, and Tamim, Iqbal as well. Tamim, let me start with you. You must have been very pleased with the overall performance against the Netherlands, and it's in Bangladesh's hands. Would you like them to play exactly the same way against Nepal?
I think, yeah, Bangladesh is sitting in a very comfortable position as of now. But they cannot take Nepal lightly after what we saw this morning. Nepal is very much capable of doing an upset. Yes, Bangladesh, I think Bangladesh need to just play their own game. They have been bowling exceptionally well in this tournament. The batting is also doing okay, especially in the middle over later part. But Bangladesh worry is the top order at the moment. All those guys are very capable. Tamim excites me a lot. I think he just need a good score, get his confidence back, and then play a big innings. He has been getting small starts, but he just needs to convert them. And I think Bangladesh doesn't need to worry about too much, rather than concentrate on what they can do better and take this game as seriously as they're playing against any top team in the world.
Yeah, fair enough. I want to come back to that point. Lovely point Tamim Iqbal raises about the top order, which we'll come to. But as you look at the points table, well-positioned Bangladesh in their hands. They get the job done. And then whatever happens between Netherlands and Sri Lanka, which is happening around the same time, is pretty much irrelevant. As far as what's making a difference, Shakib getting runs is always good for them. Wasim is an experienced player. But it looks like Rashad Hussain is turning out to be quite the find for Bangladesh going forward. We're talking about him and he's living up to performance.
He is, and it's been a while since Bangladesh has trusted a leg spinner and played a leg spinner. They've always been favouring left arm spin or probably off spin for that matter, Mehdi Hasan Miraz or the other Mehdi Hasan. But it's nice to see that they are backing the leg spinner. He will get an off day, that's fine, but he's going to have good days as well, and that's the reason why they won against Netherlands. He coming in that middle overs and picking that important 3 wickets has changed the game on its head itself. So it's nice to see. The fast bowling is pretty sorted, with the way Taskin is bowling and Tanzim Saqib is bowling. We all know about Mustafiz, he's an experienced guy, but the bowling is looking good. The concern is the top order. The guy who's giving an expert opinion, he needs to be at the top of the order. But that's the other thing. But other than that, I think they're looking pretty solid to get into the Super 8s.
All right, have you packed your bags, Tamim? Are you going to make a last-minute entry?
No, I'm having a small holiday with my family in Dubai at the moment.
All right. In all seriousness, though, we've seen Tanzid Hasan get some starts. They've tried Soumya Sarkar, left him out after one game, and now the captain Shanto's there too. What's your solution to the challenges the opening partnership is facing?
I think, in T20 cricket, in ODI cricket, you as an opener, you get a lot of opportunity. But on the other side, especially in T20 format, you have to take some extra risk, and you might get out quickly. Especially in subcontinent, when you're getting out cheaply in 1 or 2 games, people start to talk about it, and those individual gets under a lot of pressure. What I will like to see is all those guys who are representing Bangladesh at the moment at top of the order, they all are quality players. They all have done it in some other way or not. But we just need to give them a little more time. Tanzid Tamim, I'm telling you, I have very high hopes towards him. I think he is a fantastic player. What he needs to do is probably get a big score against a good bowling attack against a bigger team. So, then you feel that confident that, yeah, I belong here. I have done it with the bigger team. I can do it with any other team. So you need those kind of confidence with him. He has all the skills. He has all the shots. Same goes for Soumya. Soumya has been playing for a lot of years now. In patches, he has done well. He just needs that consistency, that to show the selectors and the coaches who are trusting him a lot, to show that he can be consistent. Again, Shanto, in the last T20 World Cup, we all saw that how good he was. Throughout the year, he was fantastic. I think last couple of series, he has been a bit out of form. He's captain. He needs to lead from the front. Again, another quality player. just need to be a little patient and then get those runs. You know, those ugly 20s. The first 20 should be ugly, and then you can get into it. You know, it's a very interesting say that people say. It doesn't matter how, it's how many. This is what Shanto needs to understand.
Yep, absolutely sound advice. And we've seen at St. Vincent, that's a pretty way to go, because it's hard to bat, even especially in these evening games. We saw above par score from Bangladesh against Netherlands, but the following game there between Nepal and South Africa was tough and hard work. On that note, we also saw a lot of wickets to spin. Bangladesh have Shakib and they have Rishad Tamim, but is there a case to have more specialist spin on offer? Could they bring in Mahdi Hassan or Tanveer Islam for this one?
I don't think in this particular game. Nepal is such a side, I think they will fancy spin. They have been, in their condition, spin plays a very big part. Their challenge will be Bangladesh's fast bowler. I don't think Bangladesh will make any changes in their 11. But if they do, I will be surprised. Shoriful Islam is someone that has been bowling quite well. He got out injured. But Bangladesh will want him to bring him back into the 11, but in place of who? Tanzit Shakib has been brilliant so far. So that's a headache for Bangladesh. But I really don't think there's a place for a spinner in this game.
All right, fair enough. On the other hand, that spin is being threatening. Nepal also threatens South Africa with spin. They have quite a few players that Bangladesh will need to be wary of, or will this Nepal team still be thinking about the heartbreak of that last game?
I think they'll be devastated because if they had won against South Africa, it would have boosted their confidence, and that Bangladesh would have become more relevant for them. They could have qualified as well if they would have thought, if we could beat South Africa, we have got chance against Bangladesh also. So they would have been devastated, but they need to put it behind. They've got a lot of bowling options. You know, they've got fast bowlers. In the last game, they itself used 7 or 8 bowlers. So they've got a lot of options. They've got spin. They bowl with spin also in the death overs. So something which is a very different from what other teams operate. Their concern is a batting, and especially in those tough moments. Sometimes those associate nations, you know, do panic. They had the game in hand, like I said before. And that's something which Bangladesh would like to exploit.
You see Bangladesh as firm favourites for this one?
I think so, yeah. I think they've got a game which they should win and get into the Super 8s.
All right, I think Tamim will agree with that, but I'm going to ask Tamim something else now. Which team is likely to be better supported? Because the Nepal fans have been quite the story, and I'm sure there's a little bit of spicy Asian rivalry when these two teams would come together. Tamim?
Not yet. I think Bangladesh Nepal has not played enough to have that rivalry yet. But I think Bangladesh will also have good support. It's nice to see Nepal getting support. It's nice to see they're coming up. But I hope it should be a good crowd, and it should be divided into two, 50-50, I'll say.
Excellent. Thank you very much to Tamim and Wasim Jaffer. But you have to back Bangladesh to get the job done. They're in a great position, and they look forward then to a Super 8 berth. This was a build-up to that game on Maruti Suzuki Arena presents ESPNcricinfo Timeout, powered by Dish TV Watcher.
Introducing the epic new Swift. Time to go swifting.
वॉचो ऐप पे देखो एक OTT के दाम पे सारे OTT शान से।
Watcho.